Hey, what's up, comic collectors? It's Hero Hunter 81, and back again. I finally want to do my video I've been wanting to do for a long time, basically showing all the books that were just a pain in the ass for me to get. Just all the books over the years that were, wasn't really about just how much they were. It was just like how long it took me to get them, how tough they are. Not many pop up. I mean, some are easier to get than others, but I just wanted to share this with you. This is my passion. I love the hunt for the hard thing to get. Um, it feels that much better when I finally acquire it. This is whoops, sorry guys. This is an upgrade. Classic Steve Ditko cover. But as you can see why I upgraded. This thing's dingy, but I'm definitely happy with a 6.5. I mean, that's all you can hope for with a book like this. But it's also Joe Shuster art, co-creator of Superman, so that's pretty cool. Definitely. Also, here's basically these first few books are going to be recent pickups that I just got since my last video, and then after that I'll just get into the books. This video is probably going to be my longest video ever, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Please bear with me, I got a little bit of a headache, but this is definitely helping me out. This is a great passion to have. Definitely keeps me sane. Love collecting comics. This next book, I actually forgot to show it in my last video. Now, I know it's really low grade, but I actually saw a higher grade copy than this, and I let it slip away. But I didn't pay nearly as much for this, so this is actually one of the most controversial covers ever. I mean, just look at the cover, bondage. Not just bondage, but I mean, look at the cover. It's just wrong. But could you imagine this cover back in the day, though? Crazy. There's also a comic book out there that I would love to get. It's called Suspense Comics 3. It's pretty much like the same thing here, except like way worse. And it's really tough to get. Super controversial cover. I think that might be one of the most controversial covers ever. But they were really pushing the limits back then. Here's another book. Startling Terror Tales 4. Now the colors of this book just jumped out at me. I had to have it. This is a Golden Age book. This is by an artist named L.B. Cole, and I'm going to start picking up a lot more of his stuff. He did something called poster covers. It was like bold primary covers, bright and bold primary colors over black and dark backgrounds. So it just jumps out at you. But he's got some really scarce books. As a matter of fact, I think that Suspense Comics 3 was done by him too. And here's another L.B. Cole cover. This thing is, these books here are really expensive in any grade. This is pretty low grade, but I'm happy with it. But I mean, look at the color on it. I mean, just that red with that classic Death's Head spider. But wow, they don't make comic books like they used to. What else do I got? Bought me a graded book. So happy to finally own this. I can't believe I own this book. I don't know why it wasn't in my collection sooner, but Cerebus #1. First appearance of Cerebus. Also the first Aardvark Vanaheim comic book. But yeah, I definitely wanted to go for a graded one for this because there are counterfeits, and yeah, you can tell the differences if you study a bit about it, but the real ones are more like a deep color red. Plus there's some stuff on the inside. Staples are different, but definitely. And at one time, I don't know about anymore, but if you were to put like the same grade Hulk 181 next to this one, this would be the more valuable book. I'm pretty sure this is Bronze Age top 10 too, but yeah. This next book, I can't believe I finally got this book. This is my last for my pickups. I'm gonna show you, but unreal. Hope you guys like it. This is the Batman 608 RRP Retailer Incentive Special Edition, and unreal. They only made about 400 of these, but you know, this is like extremely sought after. At first they thought just 200 were made, but like there was CGCs over 200 they were finding out, but I guess the overall consensus or whatever is 400 were made. These were given to retailers that they actually had to pay to go to these conferences with DC, and DC would give the retailers these comic books to kind of make up for the costs. It's weird, but definitely. Oh, also signed. I don't know if you could see it, but Jim Lee signed it. So I'm thinking about sending that in to CBCS. But yes. All right, so I'm just gonna get, that's it. So I'm just gonna get into showing you guys these books. This is the Sandman #1 purple variant, or purple error copy. These are normally blue, but I guess something happened with the printer and a few came out purple. But definitely, this is the Sandman one to get. Really happy with that. Milk and Cheese #1 first print. This is signed and a little sketch by Evan Dorkin. I'm pretty sure the 4,000 of these were printed. They're pretty hard to get, and I'm just happy to have it. Love that bright red with the yellow. Here's another cool book with a pain in the ass name. San Diego Comic-Con Comics #2, first appearance of Hellboy. Whew. But yeah, Mignola even considers this the first appearance. It's got a 4-page black and white story with him in it. I just want to see something real quick, guys. Hold up. Just want to put these next to each other because I hit the damn camera. Just want to make sure it's like capturing this. Yeah. Anyway. Sonic the Hedgehog. This is the this is the hard to find version. This is the one to get. So yeah, they also make like the same. I forget which comic books they come in, but they also printed like these like full comic size like newspaper, and they like stapled them inside comic books. But basically, this is the first appearance of Sonic in comic book form. These things are pretty hard to get. These next two I'll show together. Johnny the Homicidal Maniac #1. I'm not sure a print run on this, but this one is the special edition. They only printed 2,000 of them, and it's also signed inside. But yeah, pretty cool. These next two I'll show together also. People get a kick out of these. Some Eminem comics. First appearance of Eminem in a comic book. But this one's pretty tough to find. Definitely. If you're an Eminem fan, pick this book up. Now this next one, Malibu Sun 13. This is considered the first appearance of Spawn. Well, actually, his first appearance is considered Spawn #1, but this predates that. It's like a preview magazine, or preview. But anyway, the special thing about this one is they're really not that hard to find in themselves, but this version is. This is the negative on the back. This is green. This is the negative error version, and they're much harder to find. So if you ever see these, make sure you check out the back. You might have scored. Hold up. What else do we got? Got another Spawn here. Spawn, this is the Mocha exclusive. They only printed 1,000 of these. These come with a 3D glasses stapled inside. So yeah. Daredevil 168. You're probably wondering, well, that's not rare, but this one actually has a Mark Jewelers insert inside of it, and they're harder to get like that. And just being Elektra's first appearance plus a Mark Jeweler, I think it's cool. And these were sold on like military bases for the soldiers. Books with Mark Jeweler inserts in them. Yeah. These next two, I'll show them together. They don't go together, but Primer 2 and Primer 5. This is the first appearance of Grendel. I think they printed like 2,000 of these. Not sure on this one. This is first appearance of Max the Hare and Sam Keith's first published artwork. Cryptozoic Man #1. Yeah, I know, but hey, this is the hardest one to get for these. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is the Baltimore Comic Con. This is the one that was on the show. They took to the con and they were signing them, giving them out. This one ain't signed, but when these first came out after the show aired, I mean, these things were going for hundreds of dollars. I ended up getting this for like 25 bucks. So, at the time, I mean, I don't even know what they go for now, but they were going for hundreds. I wanted one, 25. I thought, why not? This next one of my favorite books, hands down, Goon #1, the original Goon #1, by Avatar. This is considered his first full appearance, but yeah, they were supposed to make a movie of this, but I don't know. All right, what else we got? Yeah, these next two I'm just gonna show together. These also have to do with the Goon. This is actually also considered a first appearance of the Goon. This predates Goon 1. Has a 4-page Goon story in it that predates the first one. But the thing is, this one over here was supposed to come out before this one, but it didn't. This one made it to print first or whatever. But if you're a Goon fan, it's cool to have. But the Dreamwalker 0 and Goon 1 can go for some crazy prices. Crazy. And a print run on Goon 1 and this is like 2,000 to 2,500. Next two. Night Nurse Yeah, okay. Night Nurse #1. Unreal. Anyway, Night Nurse #1. Let me pause this. I can't pause that. Unreal. Night Nurse #1. Hold up, man. Alright. No harm, no foul. Alright. Cool. Anyway. Yeah, okay, let's try this again. whatever. Slow grade anyway. Night Nurse #1 and Linda Carter. This one here was a pain in the butt to get. Night Nurse #1. Just happy to own both of these. Yeah. Let me check the bottom of this thing here. It's good. It's good. Anyway, next up, Strangers in Paradise #1. This is the first print. I'm pretty sure there's a second and third print. They are they all have little prints, so but I'd definitely like to upgrade this one day. Really happy to have that though. Fantastic Four 110. This is the green error variant, error version, and I guess same thing like the Sandman, the purple version. Something happened with the printer and a bunch came out green. Trying to adjust that. Here's another one of my favorite books, first and second print. This is Stuff of Legend, the Boogeyman edition. Only 100 of these were made, 500 of these, but I absolutely love this cover. They were also supposed to make a movie of this, but I mean, and the crazy thing is, only 100 of these were made, and I actually had 3 of them at one time. That was pretty crazy. What else we got? Yep, these 3 go together. I gotta be careful here, man. Anyway, Cursed Pirate Girl 1, 2, and 3. Jeremy Bastian, what a great artist. They pretty much give him however long he wants, and just like highly detailed artwork inside of these. And yeah, I know I always say this when I show these, but they got the titles and these red stamps were all hand stamped on there, which I think is pretty cool. Olympian Publishing. These are pretty tough to find. I'm not sure the print run on these. If you guys know, let me know. Here's another cool book. Had to have this. DuckTales #1. This is the Nintendo variant. They only made 500 of these. Crazy. I saw it, I had to have it. But yeah, really cool. Love that cover. Okay, what else do I got? Let me just show you guys. Show you guys some other stuff. Okay, this is actually, this thing is pretty tough to find. First Minority Report by Philip K. Dick. And I didn't even know they got a Minority Report TV show. I don't know if it's out yet, but I had bought this, and then like a couple months ago I was riding down the highway and saw a billboard, and I was like, oh, cool that I picked that up. Let's see here. Okay, if you guys like Milk and Cheese, Greed #6, first appearance of Milk and Cheese. Tough book to get. Here's one that don't come up often for sale. Warrior #1, first appearance of V for Vendetta, and also I think it's the relaunch of Miracle Man. Pretty sure. Here's some weird ones. Reed Fleming, World's Toughest Milkman, and a Heartbreak. I think this is like an early Reed Fleming, but come on, how crazy is this, man? Reed Fleming, the World's Toughest Milk. But they had a bunch of reprints of this, but a good way to tell is look for the $2 mark here. There's a few after this. Some are made by Eclipse, and you'll see Eclipse in the corner, but check for that $2. You should be okay. Here's Tick #1, first print. His first appearance is like super hard to find. I've only seen one ever, but these are hard to find too. And the white special edition, I would love to have one of those. I'm trying to move through this video. I don't want it to be too long, but yeah, we're getting there. This is here's a long name, 100-page super spectacular love stories #5. This is considered by a lot of people to be the rarest Bronze Age comic book, and that's the key, man. I mean, this is a Bronze Age top 10. At least in the Overstreet, they had it as a top 10 Bronze Age, but definitely really happy to have that. Spine is intact. These big books are really hard to find with good spines on them. All right, I got some Golden Age books here. These are just hard to find because of how old they are. They don't really make them anymore. Well, not a lot have survived, you know. This is a classic severed head cover. They just don't make stuff like this anymore. I mean, you just look at it, you just can tell it's old. I think, is this Fawcett? This is either Fawcett or Charlton. Not sure. Shock suspense stories. I love these old EC books. You could see them getting fried. In the background, his skin's bubbling up. Crazy. Crazy. What else we got? I don't think there's a key to this. I think this is just like the, probably one of the scarcer titles in this issue. Or issues in this title. It's late, man. But yeah, I love this cover. Forbidden Worlds 35. I think it's just a scarce issue. Here we go, Two-Fisted Tales 30. This is actually got voted best war cover, I'm pretty sure. Yes, sir. Jack Davis. Definitely a must-have. I mean, look at that. I love this cover. Unreal. Science Fiction Space Adventures 12. This one does not, you won't see this one often. This is a classic Steve Ditko cover. Charlton. But definitely hard book to get right here. Real happy to own that. See, Ditko's a trippy artist, man. Weird Science 16. This is actually the inspiration for the Mars Attack series. The cards, the comics, the movies. This is where it all started here. Wally Wood artwork. What a great artist. Here's a good one, guys. The Rifleman, number 10. First of all, I'm really happy with the grade of this book, but this book is extremely hard to find. Collectors eat this up. I don't know, but just look at the cover and you can tell why. That's the key. It's called the classic log cover. But it's just wrong. A mysterious bag. Oh, you get it, right? But anyway, happy to have it. Here's a scarce. This damn book was so hard to get. GI Combat 87, First Haunted Tank. Tough book to find here. Tough book. So happy to have it. Complete staples attached. Good for me. No big creases. Creases like kill me, man. And if it's a subscription crease, like it better be like a holy grail or something, because that's like one of my #1 things. And here's one of my favorite comics I own here. It's low grade, but this was actually voted one of the best Golden Age covers ever. I actually Googled it. I was just Googling, you know, best covers ever, Golden Age, and this popped up, which I thought was pretty cool. I keep smacking this thing. Anyway, Alright, what else we got, people? Let's see. Couple more books. And then I just got like a bunch of graded stuff. But Strange Tales 34. This book doesn't pop up often. This is Carl Burgos. This is one of his classic robot covers. And as soon as these come, you probably won't find this in the wild, and as soon as they come up for auction, they get snatched up. Collectors love this stuff. Strange Tales 34. Here's one of my babies here, Albedo number 2. First appearance of Usagi Yojimbo. Stan Sakai created him, and I would love to get this signed by him. I used to have that toy when I was a kid. One of my dreams is to own the original Ninja Turtle number 1. I think I would rather have Ninja Turtles number 1 than Gobbledygook, even though that's considered like an appearance of them that predates it. I don't know, there's just something about their first full appearances in their first issue. Here's a book I can't believe I own. This is crazy. This is Wolverine number 1. This is the Wolverine Deadpool variant. J. Scott Campbell. Extremely expensive and tough book to get. I think they only made about 800 of these. Could be less. It's definitely not more than 8. But yeah, super crazy. This thing sells for more than the Hulk a lot of times. It's just crazy. Hulk 181. But yeah, let me just jump into some more graded books. Got a little stack here. Nothing spectacular. Here's a Stuff a Legend. Stuff a Legend. This is Volume 2, Boogeyman Edition. But it's pretty much the only 9/8 I own. It's a green label, which it shouldn't be. The only reason they gave it a green is because the number 29 was written next, like 29 of 150. And it's funny, I've seen Boogeyman books with blue labels that have the writing, so I guess it was just whatever guy was grading them that day. Let's see. Incredible Hulk 377. This is the 3rd print. They also have, I'm pretty sure they have a Canadian variant of this. Has a different price, but I would love to see that one. Also, some of these books say that there's something inside of it. There's like some kind of advertisement or something inside of it. And it's not specific to like, I think it's only for the direct editions too that it came out, so I don't know. If you guys know anything about that, let me know. Grendel number 1. I think they printed like 2,000, 2,500 of these. Definitely really happy to own this book, but what else we got? All right. And Dime Press 4. Yes, sir. This is actually the first true appearance of Hellboy, but he only appears on the cover. So, you know, and I wouldn't consider this a prototype either, because I think a prototype is a character that they were trying to, I don't know. I don't think a prototype is supposed to have the actual name. I mean, it says Hellboy right here. But the thing that's crazy about this book is there's a pen mark here, right? It just looks like somebody wrote with blue line and went across here. And that's actually like a printing error. There's a few of them that are like that. They have the exact same mark on them. So I think that's cool. I actually had this sent in and graded. But yeah, die press. Really happy to own that. I also had this one sent in and graded. Spawn 1 black and white special edition. 9.4. This is one of my favorite covers of all time. I mean, Spawn looks like a beast. Spawn black and white. What else do I got here? Yep. Here's one of my pride and joys here. This is Bone number 1. This is the hard to get first print. I'm not sure how, I think they made 3,000 of these. But yeah, like the difference between the first and second printings are like, there's like way more to second printing. But I'm just happy to have like an 8.0. I upgraded this. I sold my raw copy and upgraded, and I'm happy with this. Real happy. What else we got? Oh, here's a book that's probably one of the rarest books, but this is probably one of the hardest books that I've ever acquired, or whatever you would say. I told you guys I liked Cursed Pirate Girl. Well, here's the original true Cursed Pirate Girl. This is signed by him. Yep. Sorry, I'm just reading this stuff. Yeah, apparently my copy is signed twice. I think a bunch of them came signed with his signature here, but also on the inside of this one, I guess somebody from CGC witnessed him sign the inside of it. That's pretty cool. But yeah, see, this issue predates the Olympian, and it's got a pinup by David Peterson. Wow, very cool. That kind of goes hand in hand with this next one. Pretty much, I mean, this isn't my prized possession. This is one of my favorite books, but I just recently got this. This is the first true mouse guard, and it's got the $3 mark here. Signed by Dave Peterson. I know it's a green label, but, you know, it would just be a tragedy if somebody faked this signature, because this book is plenty valuable on its own. They only printed 250 of these, but this book is like so valuable on its own that like you would be a complete idiot to write on this thing. So, but I want to send this in to get it verified, but apparently CBCS doesn't make this size case yet, so I gotta wait on that. So, but pretty much I think that's it, guys. Yeah, that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I want you guys to have a happy Thanksgiving. I'm sorry I don't make videos all the time, but, you know, I do when I can. It's a hobby, you know, this is fun. It is what it is, but I hope you guys have a safe holiday. Happy Thanksgiving. And Hero Hunter 81 out.